What the fuck is up? It is your host, Erica Nalen, and welcome back to another episode of the Hangover series. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We got London on the track. I think in the next life, I'm down to be... I think those are producers who do that on songs where they're like, we got London on the track. Or when they're like, it's DJ Khaled. Is he a producer? I think he is. I feel like that would be fun to be like, produce a song and then just get to be the intro to the song and be like, it's a record. Well, I'm out of breath right now. Help. Happy Sunday, everybody, or whatever day it is that you're listening to this. Hello, welcome. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. Hello. Today I feel dizzy. I feel out of it. I had 2 drinks last night, literally 2 drinks last night, and I feel like it has affected my brain today, has affected me. I went and watched the Knicks game yesterday because we're doing something cool here. The Knicks are doing something cool where they made it to a round of basketball that apparently they've never made it to in a really long time. I don't really know. I don't watch sports, but when I'm living in a state and one of the sports here that we have is doing good, like them, I want to watch it. I'm like, let's go. Let's watch. Let's participate. Let's drink. Let's yell. Let's come together. And that's when I come together with the crowd of the people. I was under the impression that yesterday was the second to last game, but then people were explaining to me that they have to win 4 games. So since we lost, apparently now we play again tomorrow, and then apparently we play again Saturday. So I was thinking I was only going to be watching like 1 basketball game, but here I am about to be watching 3 basketball games in 1 week. That's actually crazy. And the whole reason that I am participating is because obviously the Knicks are the New York team, and I've seen that the people get crazy here when we win, and I love crazy and I want to be a part of that. So that's the whole purpose of why I was even watching basketball yesterday. Then we lost and I was like, this is sad, and I hope we win Wednesday. And then I hope we win the whole thing so that I can jump on top of a taxi and scream, go team, and someone's going to throw me a beer and I'm going to chug it on the taxi. That's what I'm envisioning. That's what I'm manifesting. I'm going to think about that every night before I go to bed until Saturday. And then that's all I'm going to think about Saturday is me jumping on a taxi and chugging a beer. And I don't even like beer. But that's going to happen because I just said it is. Anyways, huge basketball fan this week because of that. And I'm obsessed. I actually am such a big fan all of a sudden that I ordered an orange shirt today. I ordered an orange shirt to wear on Saturday because I saw these girls post a TikTok who watched the game yesterday, and they were wearing a really cute orange shirt with some jeans and a whole outfit, and I was like, I want to look like you on Saturday. That looks cute. That looks fun. Yes, I want to be you. So I'm going to be them. And yeah, I was like, where was I going with that? 2 drinks. For some reason, I think my body has really adjusted to me going to bed at 10 p.m. That when I go to bed at 12 a.m. and then I wake up at 7 a.m., like my body ain't fucking with it. It's not vibing. And that's what happened today. I was out till 12, only had 2 drinks. That's like really brave of me. That has honestly like not happened many times in my life. It's happened, but not many times. I ordered a spicy margarita, and they made it spicy by just throwing random jalapenos in it. And they were not freshly cut jalapenos. They were like the ones in a jar. It was very interesting. And then I had a high noon, and I actually don't really like seltzers. If you know me, you know I don't like seltzers. They hurt me. But I still woke up today looking tired, looking unwell, looking like I needed more sleep. And I only had 2 drinks. I was like, what? Is this because of a lack of sobriety, or is it from a lack of sleep? Or is it because this room is so hot? We have window AC units. Sure, I've told you guys about it, but like, I don't know. It's warm in here. It's quite warm in here. Especially with this fat ass duvet that I have. I'm like, why did I even purchase this? Why did I get this large ass duvet? I guess I didn't realize how hot it would be in here. But I really love this duvet, actually. And I'm sorry for hating on you, duvet. Duvetti. I'm gonna name her Duvetti. Thank you for everything you've done for me. You've kept me warm in the nights, even when I wanted to be cold. And for that, I'm thankful. Cheers to Duvetti. I need to get paintings, posters, wall art, whatever you call it, for my room, like, stat. I feel like people look at my room and they see that I have this just blank wall, and they're scared of me, and they're like, is she okay? Is she in prison? Where is she? And yeah, the fact is that I'm in my room and I don't know how to decorate. I got this sign that says Yappy Hour this way, thinking this would be so cute, so fun, so fresh, so unique. And then I put it on my wall, and first of all, why is it literally the size of a cucumber? It's so small, and it looks like shit. It literally looks like shit. That, like, shouldn't be there. It's honestly embarrassing, and I literally made a TikTok, like, design my room with me, and posted me putting that up, and I'm honestly surprised no one left a hate comment and was like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Because I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I think I'm going to put it above my vanity instead, because I think it'd be cuter there. And I've decided that I'm going to become an artist. I'm not good at art. If I'm being honest, I have never been skilled in that department. But people did used to compliment my handwriting. People like that shit for some reason. I don't know why. But really random. In elementary school, people used to have me write the letter E, lowercase, and then they would write over it so that they could start writing their lowercase e's like me. Not even making that shit up. Not even making that shit up. And people are always like, I love your handwriting. I love your handwriting. And I'm like, where did I learn to write? Where did I learn to write? And I swear my handwriting, like, it doesn't look like anything special. It doesn't look like anything special. But people like that shit. So I'm gonna take that, and I saw a painting on Pinterest where they wrote, like, house rules, and then a little zig thing under it, a line, not a zig, a line, and then they wrote, like, house rules, and it's, like, fun and fresh, and, like, you make it yourself. So I'm gonna make one, and I'm gonna write bedroom rules and the rules that I have for my bedroom. And then I'm gonna hang it right here where Yappy Hour is, and I hope that no one thinks it's cringe. Even if anyone thinks it's cringe, I think it's cute, and that's how I'm gonna become an artist. Okay. And I had this idea on Sunday. I was like, I'm gonna become an artist today. I'm gonna go get all the supplies, blah blah blah. And I couldn't find an art store here. Like, our art store is dead. Where are people getting art stores? Where are they navigating? Where are they finding them? Because I couldn't find one anywhere. Literally anywhere. I was Googling, researching, nothing. They were all pretty far, and I'm trying to get, like, a ginormous piece of paper. And I don't know if you can just, like, buy a ginormous piece of paper. I went to Staples thinking they knew what was up, and they only sell poster boards, like, that you use for school projects. And I was like, that sounds embarrassing to carry home. People are going to be like, what's this project for? What's this project for, ma'am? Are you in school? People have been asking me that lately. They're like, have you graduated college? Are you in school? What year are you in? And I'm like, fuck. Like, is that a compliment? As in, like, I look young? Or it might be because I'm, like, honestly still wearing the same clothes that I wore at that age, because sometimes I'm broke, and being being an adult is so fucking hard. I'm not actually crying, but I wish I was. This is like the first week I haven't cried in so long. And we'll talk about that another day, but like, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I went to Staples. Didn't buy that, was embarrassed. Couldn't find paint. Went on Amazon. You have to buy like 50 paint colors. You can't just order one. Like, I need to find an art store in Watsta. I need to find an art store and I need to find one stat. Because I have a feeling. I was about to go into opera. I'm like trying to think if I could actually do opera. What is opera? I'm gonna stop for the sake of my neighbors. Oh, I need to find paint and these things soon or I'm not gonna want to do it anymore. Like, I really wanted to do it Sunday. I was like really in the mood to paint, and I was even contemplating like buying one of those things that you put your paint on and like really becoming an artist. But I don't know if that's in my future. But making this painting is in my future. But I don't know if becoming a true artist is in my future. But we shall see. And I will obviously keep you guys updated, because obviously you guys care so much. You know what I have to do today? Laundry. Laundry. I hate laundry. I hated it at my old apartment because it was just like awkward that the hot guys in the elevator and everyone in the elevator, not even just the hot guys, everyone in the elevator could see your underwear. And not the cute underwear, like the underwear that you're wearing to the grocery store and the underwear that's like for you and your ass. Everyone could see it and I hated that. But now my laundry situation, let me walk you through it, is I have a laundry basket. It's ginormous. I fill it up. All of a sudden I'm out of all my clothes. I don't have a lot of clothes, really, honestly. I really don't. I need to get more. I'm trying to like change my style. I want to be like chic, cool girl vibes. Like, I feel like my style is kind of like baggier, cool girl, sporty vibes. Like, I don't play sports, but I love that style. You know, like the girl that wears like a jersey with heels. Love. So I'm trying to find my style and buy clothes in that department. But anywho, my bag of laundry fills up and then I'm like all out of clothes. And then I'm like, I should do my laundry. And then I think about my week and what I have planned, and people actually want to hang out with me now. So I'm actually have plans for 4 days this week. What? Crazy. I don't think I've had plans 4 days out of the week in a long ass time. So that's shocking. And I was like, oh my gosh, when am I going to do laundry? Oh my gosh, now that I have friends, like, I need to sit my booty down and get my planner out and plan my week. Never had to do that in a long time. Like, it's been a while. So that happened. I was like, I don't have pants. I'm all out of pants. And I decided that today I have to do my laundry. I have to. I was going to do it on my lunch break, but doing laundry on your lunch break is just like overwhelming. There's no time to chill. It's like you got to throw it in. No thought behind my eyes. I'm just like, laundry in, boom, shut the door, pay, run home, run back, boom, in the dryer, pay, 40 minutes, run back. Like, there's just no time to like try to enjoy the laundry that I hate so much. So I decided that I was going to do it tonight, because I did my laundry at night once and it was not more fun, but it was more chill being in the darkness of the laundromat. And I think they close at like 11 p.m. or something. So I'm like, I got time. So I have to do my laundry tonight. I have the backpack. That's step 2 in the process, is you fill the backpack up with your clothes, and then you put your Tide Pods and all the things in there, and then you carry it to the place that's like 3 blocks away from your house, and then you pay $12 to wash your clothes, and then you go get busy for 30 minutes, then you come back, and then you put it in the dryer, and then you go get busy for 40 minutes, then you carry it home, and then you have to put all these fucking clothes away. And I just don't understand how anyone likes laundry. I have people tell me, they're like, I love laundry. I think it's relaxing and I love it, and I'm just not that person. And that's something I don't understand. I don't understand people that like it. I really don't. There's nothing fulfilling in doing laundry to me. None of it brings me joy. None of it brings me joy at all. I hate it so much. So I'm going to have to force myself to do that. Luckily, I have a new favorite song, and it's by Drake. I know that I was like announcing that Drake's 40, and like honestly I thought about that afterwards, and I was like, was that rude? I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just shocked. I was in shock. I'm in shock a lot, and I was in shock then, and I'm still shocked. But my new favorite song by him is called Road Trip. Road Trip, yeah. Won't cry, won't shed a tear. And you're probably gonna see me posting a lot about it because I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Won't cry, won't shed a tear. I feel like I don't really fit the song because I do cry a lot. I'm an emotional person, but not when I have tequila. Not when I have tequila. When I have vodka. Vodka, yeah. Tequila, no. Tequila makes me twirl in circles like a ballerina. Vodka, like sometimes yay, sometimes just shouldn't be near me, you know? I don't know where I'm going with that, but I love the song, Shedding a Tear. Won't cry, won't shed a tear. No, 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 no. That's the only part of the song that I know, and I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, whoa. Did he come out with 2 albums at once? Like, what's going on? I'm getting very confused. I'm getting very confused by that. I'm like, these are so many new songs. Like, when did these come out? Did they come out at the same time? I need to know. I need to know. Someone let me know, please. Another song that I remembered this week, which this one, like, maybe you're gonna hate, maybe you're gonna love, maybe you're not gonna care, but the Chipmunks. The Chipmunks. Alvin and his friends. Who remembers the Chipmunks? Me. I remember the Chipmunks. I'm sure you do too. How do you not remember the fucking Chipmunks, bro? The fucking Chipmunks, bro. Obsessed. My favorite song that I rediscovered by the Chipmunks is Bad Day. I mean, I love that song by whoever originally sings it. I think his name's like David. You had a bad day. You take it one down. Sing a sad song. Like, literally, I listen to that song when I'm having a bad day, and it actually makes my life better. And then the Chipmunk version came on. Or something happened. I don't even know how I rediscovered the Chipmunks. But Bad Day by the Chipmunks came on my Spotify, and it was like, where was the person when you needed the most? Life altering. I was like, whoa. Whoa, I was just awoken by a chip. And then I listened to it like 10 times in a row, kid you not. And I was like, okay. I'm making a birthday playlist right now for my birthday. And that's the only song on the playlist so far is Bad Day by the Chipmunks. And honestly, I might just make everyone keep listening to that over and over again. Thinking about it, I can't probably think of any other songs to go on the birthday playlist. It's kind of awkward making a birthday playlist. I know there's some people who are like so passionate about the aux, like so passionate about it, like more passionate about having the aux than a DJ is about playing a set. Like, they're like, I need the aux. I swear in college, like, we would go places and people would be at parties like fighting over who got the aux, like fighting over like, bro, my music's better than yours. My music's better than yours. Bro, no, I played Drake last time. No, bro, I played Travis Scott. No, bro, remember when I was on Aux at the ocean that one time? No, bro, but remember when I was on Aux at the lake? No, bro, but remember when I, like, and then the third guy comes in, and then everyone's, like, fighting over who should play music, and it's like, do we not all just, like, listen to the same shit? Someone give me Aux, I'm gonna play the Chipmunks, like, what? What? People are really passionate about the Aux, and, like, yeah, some people have good music taste, okay, sure, yeah, whatever, but, like, I feel like people really beg for the Aux in a way that it's like, are you okay? Why don't we all just, like, request a song? At least now you can do, like, shared Spotify or something. I know that no one was ever letting me get the Aux because I was just trying to play, like, Ariana Grande, but people are really passionate about the Aux record. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think, like, new red flag, something I'm not looking for in my next relationship is a man that, like, needs the Aux. Like, if my boyfriend is like, no, I gotta have Aux. I gotta have Aux for this road trip. I have to have the Aux. Like, my music's fire. We're breaking up. I'm not. That's, nope, out. If I hear my boyfriend once say, I have fire Aux and I need to take the auxiliary cord stat, we're done. Bye. I actually went on a date with this guy one time. Well, it was, like, kind of a date, kind of not a date. Anyways, we were in a vehicle, in an Uber perhaps, and they were letting us play music, and I feel like typically guys in the past, when I've been in the vehicle with them, like, they're never offering me to play music, ever, like, ever. They're like, let me play Drake. I, like, can't stop talking about Drake, I'm so sorry, but I feel like everyone's obsessed with Drake right now, and he's just on my mind. But they're like, let me play music. Let me play music. Blah, 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 blah. Let me play all these horrible rap songs about whatever. And they never let me play music. And I was on a date with this guy, and he just, like, immediately hands me his phone in the Uber. That his phone was like, I don't know how he got connected. I don't recall. But he just hands me his phone and was like, what songs do you want to listen to? And that was, like, the hottest thing I've ever seen. I was like, wait, what? And during this time in my life, this was when I was in Chicago, and this was when I was obsessed with the Ariana Grande Eternal Sunshine album because I was really down bad. And I still love that album, but I was real down bad, like, real down bad. So I started playing that album. He probably meant, like, you know, maybe play some Kid Cudi or something, like, we could both vibe to, but I was not picking up on that at all, and I was just like, Eternal Sunshine intro, listening to my jams. He didn't, like, complain, he didn't even speak, he didn't say anything, he just vibed with the vocal cords of her beautiful, gorgeous voice, which honestly brings me to my next point. You guys, why do TikToks keep coming up of, like, fake accounts being like, I'm selling Ariana Grande tickets, text this number? I mean, I'm glad I asked on my Instagram story, like, do I text this number? And some of you replied and were like, girl. And I was like, okay, I didn't text the number. I did just the end. I'm like, wait, are you real? Or wait, are you actually selling tickets? Like, help? But no one else was commenting or liking or engaging. So I was like, ugh, this is probably fake. But you guys, that album changed my life. I mean, every album of hers changed my life, but Eternal Sunshine really changed my life. And I really need to go to this concert. And apparently it's, like, her last tour ever. And I tried to get tickets. Like, I logged on that shit so early and I just somehow didn't get them. And other people that I know that logged on later got them, and I'm so upset about it. And I'm just not going to be okay if I'm not there. And, like, honestly, at this point, I'm willing to spend lots of money. I mean, not lots of money, as much money as I have, but I'm ready. I just don't want to pay thousands, but I really need to go. I'm contemplating, because I think it's in July when she's here, so I'm contemplating, like, going to the concert fully prepared and begging someone outside or seeing if someone outside is selling tickets, but I think that's, like, also how you get scammed. There's, like, so many ways to get scammed these days. There's so many ways to get scammed nowadays. The airport, TikTok, people outside concerts, like, how does that work? If someone's like, I'm selling tickets, and I'm like, I want them. Like, do I have them walk to the door and, like, have it go through before I pay them? Like, are they gonna sell me fake tickets? Like, how do you know what's real and what's fake? You know, I can't even identify what people are real and what people are fake. And you're telling me that I'm supposed to identify if someone is scamming me or not? Make the fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. But I need to go. I'm gonna go. I'm also manifesting that. So far, we're manifesting getting on top of a taxi car and chugging a beer, and we're going to the Ariana Grande concert. And honestly, I'd prefer to go to the Ariana Grande concert by myself because I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm gonna be crying, I'm gonna be singing, I'm gonna be a wreck. So, honestly, I'd prefer to go alone. I lit my purse on fire this past week at a restaurant. Awkward. I was in Brooklyn and we were taking photos outside by the bridge that everyone's obsessed with, the Brooklyn Bridge to be exact. And all of a sudden, this like windstorm situation happens. I was saying it was a tornado and everyone was like, babe, there's not tornadoes in the city. And I was like, babe, I've never seen wind like this, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. And we have basements so that we can go in them when there's tornadoes. Anywho, we're taking photos and all of a sudden this like wind shit starts happening in like the craziest winds I've ever seen. Like crazy winds. Like, you know how people sell things outside and they have little cute stands? They're not existed anymore. They're extinct. The stands flew up into the air and slammed against buildings. People were hiding. Like, it was really intense and really scary. And we didn't know what to do. So we were like, shit, we should probably just go into this bar and, like, probably drink, you know, obviously. I was, like, honestly waiting for someone to say that. Like, I didn't want to say that because someone the other day was like, I wanted to see how long it took until you brought up tequila shots. And I was like, what? I'm not like that anymore. Just kidding, I so am. But like, it was like 1 p.m. Like, I'm not bringing up tequila shots at 1 p.m. That was honestly offensive. Anywho, someone brought up getting drinks and I was like, thank God someone said that because I wanted a drink. And we go to this bar and we're sitting there for like 20 minutes picking out our drinks and waiting for them to come out. And I started like to smell this weird scent. And I was like, what the fuck is that smell? Like, what is that smell? I've smelled that before. When I started a fire in the past. And I was like, ew, what is that smell? It smells like burnt leather. And then I looked down and I'm like, oh, damn. And I just like had plopped my purse down over a burning candle in the restaurant. Because you know how some restaurants have like real lit candles, which is honestly so unsafe. Like, I know it's like way more aesthetic than the fake candles. Like, totally agree, totally get, totally love. But such a fire hazard. Like, such a fire hazard. I mean, people probably aren't typically just throwing their purses around. Like, they're probably looking at what they're doing. But there's some people like me who aren't doing that. Or, like, what if you knock it over? Like, I'm pretty clumsy. People have been noticing my clumsy lately. Like, if there was a dresser in here, I'd be running into it every day. I think my peripheral vision is truly not even there. I don't even think I have peripheral vision because that's what happened when I almost got hit by the bike. Like, nothing. Like, I can see my peripheral vision right now. I'm staring at my wall and I can see my window in my TV. But sometimes I think she's not there. Sometimes she's not there because I'm clumsy as fuck. I run into shit all the fucking time. I have bruises all over my legs sometimes because I've just ran into so many things. Anyways, where was I going with that? I lit my purse on fire, yeah. And that was awkward. And then I was telling the people I was with, I was like, oh my God, I just lit my purse on fire. Hee hee ha ha. And they were like, what? Is it hot? And I'm like, yeah. And then they were like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I'll probably just throw this purse away and get a new one. And they were like, what? And I was like, I just lit it on fire. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, this is fake leather. This purse is probably like $30, $20. I don't even know where I got this from. And I'm not even that obsessed with it. But they told me that I could sew it. So I love that they think I can sew. I did kind of sew an outfit with my grandma once in college. We kind of did that, but apparently, I mean, I didn't end up finishing it, and apparently I gave up, and apparently my family like loves to tell that story. Like, they're like, you really wanted to sew an outfit, and then you just gave up, and then we ended up finishing the outfit for you, and then you never wore it. And I'm like, yo, I've wanted to be a lot of things in life. An artist, a sewer. I wanted to be an interior designer for many years when I was younger. I don't know if I knew an interior designer, but I was really obsessed, like really obsessed when I was in elementary school and middle school with interior design, which like you would think I'd be able to pick out a fucking painting for my wall with the obsession that I had back then. But I was obsessed. Like, I really wanted to be an interior designer. And then I think I learned that you have to do a lot of math to be an interior designer. And then I was like, I don't want to be this anymore. I just wanted to like pick out cute furniture and be that bitch, you know? But no, there was math involved, and I've never been a fan of the math. Another thing that happened this week is I saw, and like, let me know if you remember this shit from Chicago, but I saw a man in Central Park. I've seen people do the spitting on the sidewalks here, but I hadn't seen a nose blow on the sidewalk here. And I was in Central Park on Saturday, and this man, who, mind you, was hot, blew his nose on the sidewalk. And it was the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I was with a group of friends yesterday, and I was telling them, like, have you seen the men that are blowing their nose on the sidewalks? And they said they've never seen that before. And I'm like, look around, because you don't want to date someone that does that. That is like the biggest ick ever. Like, I wasn't even a fan of people being like, what's an ick? Like, wasn't like not a fan, but I wasn't like it wasn't like listing icks. Maybe it was. Maybe I have a whole episode about icks. I don't even know at this point, but I felt like the icks were kind of mean sometimes. You know, like people were like, he wears a blue shirt, ick. And I'm like, wait, that's mean, but men are mean, so whatever. Anyways, where was I going with this? Blowing the nose on the sidewalk. Yeah, disgusting. That like genuinely ruined an hour of the day for me. I was on a nice walk, listening to nice music. It was so nice out. I was like really in my feels about New York. I was like, New York really just makes me want to like be a go-getter and like be the woman I want to be. And like it makes me want to do so much. And everyone's so active and so great. And while I'm thinking all of these amazing positive thoughts, I look forward. A man that looks hot starts blowing chunks out of his fucking nose on the sidewalk that literally everyone's walking and running on. And it genuinely ruined my day. And I genuinely don't know where people decided, or when they decided, or where they even thought in their mind, like, let's not use tissues anymore, let's just blow our nose on the sidewalk that everyone's walking on so that someone can step in my boogers. Like, everyone knows you don't throw gum on the ground, because if someone stepped in your gum, it's gonna ruin their shoe. So what the hell are you doing blowing fucking boogers on the sidewalk? When I told people this yesterday, they were like, that's literally so disgusting. Like, they were really disgusted. And I did just meet them for the first time, so maybe that was like a little bit too graphic to be sharing with them. But it's real, and it's happening on the daily, and it needs to be taken into something. It needs to be taken into like jail. Like, if you are doing that, jail. I feel like that is a violation to the public health. If you're blowing your fucking nose on the sidewalk. It's so disgusting. I hate when people spit. I hate when people, like, anything that involves that. It's crazy. Like, if someone were to throw up, they'd probably find a trash can. No one's just, like, throwing up on the sidewalk. Dogs aren't even doing that. Dogs are literally going in the grass and shitting, and we're picking it up for them. So why, as a human, are you doing that? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I don't think anyone needs to be doing it. And I think it's a public health violation. Okay, let's end on a positive note, because that is just gonna like annoy me. And then I'm gonna go do laundry, and I'm gonna start telling people, like, have you seen people blow their nose on the sidewalk and people are going to get scared of me and be like, she's so strange. I went to the oldest bar in New York City. For real, this is real. And George Washington, George is in the first president of the United States, went there with his friends. I'm going to say it again because I feel like someone didn't hear me or understand me. George Washington, the first president of the United States, George, went to the bar that I went to the other day. Tell me that's not like the coolest thing ever. Crazy. We were in there and then someone was like, George came here with his friends. Like, this is George's bar. And I was like, George? Like, George is in George Washington? And they're like, yeah, this is like the oldest bar in New York. And I'm like, George Washington? George. And apparently they have like a museum situation. Like, there were like 5 bars in this place. I don't really know what's going on, but they have jumbo pretzels. That's what I was there for. But I love jumbo pretzels. Add that to my death row list. I honestly should probably stop saying like add that to my death row list. I feel like I've been saying that a lot and like it's kind of scaring me that I'm gonna get put on death row list. I don't know, like I don't want to manifest that energy. But jumbo pretzels would be on that with cheese and mustard. Anyways, George, they have a museum at this bar and you can like see the table that George himself and his friends sat at. It wasn't open when I went, but I kind of want to go back and see where George sat with his friends. Kind of crazy. Like, that is so long ago. That's so long ago. Like, the fact that I went to a bar that the first president ever went to, that like doesn't even make sense in my brain. And apparently he had a 10-day bender there. So I don't know if they called it a bender, but they said he did something there for 10 days and he didn't leave for 10 days. And that he was partying. So, like, that's, I think, equal to what we call a bender. But I'm also, like, scared that maybe he was doing something important. But, like, what? I mean, important shit does go down at bars. People meet their husbands. People meet their wives at bars. Important shit happens there. Important shit happens. But, yeah. George and I have been to the same bar. Crazy. But I'm gonna go do my laundry, you guys. And I hope that it goes well. I hope there's some sort of entertainment. Maybe a dog will be there. Something. I actually have like so much to do. I need to do my laundry. I need to take a full body shower. I'm making orzo soup, obviously. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm actually obsessed. And I was thinking this earlier and then I was like, would this be really cringy and disgusting and scary and weird to share? But maybe this was just like, I think I'm a hopeless romantic at heart, even though it may not really come across that way. I do have love inside of me. I have just dated really shitty men that have ruined that love inside of me. But there is still love inside of me. And when I was buying my creamy orzo soup stuff earlier, I was like, I can't wait to make my future person creamy orzo soup. And that's how I'm going to determine if they're the one for me, because if they hate it, like, we're probably not meant to be because I make it so much. And if they love it and they're obsessed with it and they're begging me for it, then like, we're probably soulmates. But I was like, wait, I can't wait to make my person creamy orzo soup. Yeah. Anyways, that was like so cheesy. Scared. I'm gonna go do my laundry and pray for me out there in the wild. I'll catch you guys next week. Bye.